everybody, today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. I'm Liz, for those of you who do not know me, and tonight we're going to be doing an energy reading on a shift that was felt over the past couple days. I experienced something on Sunday. I talked to some other people that felt something yesterday, maybe today. I was feeling something that felt a lot like completion. I heard release. So we're going to flip some cards tonight and try to get to the bottom of what might be going on with this, and then see if the guides have anything they want to tell us about how we can best get into flow with what's going on. So while I shuffle, I'll tell you a funny story. I got back from the beach to watch the sunset a little while ago. We can't actually go on the beach right now, it's closed. And but a couple of us found a spot by this chain link fence where you can really get a perfect view of the sunset, but you have to watch it through this chain link fence. And I got it was a neat visual, and I got a cool picture of it. But there's several of us that have found the spot, and we kind of go down there. It's like we've made beach chain link fence friends. Maybe it'll be open soon. You do what you gotta, right? But it's okay. I'm all good. Hope you're all good too. Got my truth keys on this evening, courtesy of the lovely Zoe Starr. Hi, Zoe. And we're gonna be all good. So what do you want to tell us this evening about any sort of energetic shifts that we might be in the middle of tonight? What do you want to tell the collective? Any messages for the collective on any sort of an energetic shift? Also, my astrologers, Mike, if you're watching, feel free to throw a comment, and if there's something astrological that you want to add about anything that might be shifting or changing right now. We need to get back into business so you can do your second workshop. Until then, I'll just ask you. All right. Any information you want to tell us on an energetic shift? All right, so we're starting with the Three of Pentacles. So that's an interesting place to start. I keep getting a lot of earth energy around collective readings right now, which is just really interesting because everybody's holed up. A lot of people are doing like more mental things right now, more cups and swords energy, inner work, thinking, studying, reading, maybe watching some TV, you know, but it's more like up here. But I keep getting all of these pentacles, which pentacles are earth energy. They're your doing cards, your job cards, your money cards, and I just keep getting these things. So what I'm getting on that is that a lot of people had either a venture that they had started, maybe not a primary job, maybe a primary job, but there was some sort of venture that was either in its baby stages, or it was just something that maybe, okay, I think for a lot of people it was something that was called in as like hobbyish, or maybe nothing that you're really looking at like, okay, I think this is going to go anywhere. But a lot of people just had like a really strong calling to go do X, Y, or Z. And I feel like it came in way before this event ever happened, but it was just, you know, just a whole lot of energy of, okay, I'm going to get something going. I'm going to do this. I think this would be cool to do. And I'm going to start working on it. Okay, well, a good way to tell if you fall into that category is if you were really called to spend this time to work on it and to develop it and to hone skills. And okay, so that's where your Pentacles energy, that's where your earth energy is coming in. Because some of you, you know, the collective's big, so this is going to resonate with everybody. But some people are really called to do some working, studying, practicing during this time. And I think it's almost kind of like a little next level right now. And okay, that's the shift. It's from the 2 to the 3. Okay, so it's past the, okay, let me think about this a little bit. Some of you are actually to the point where you're starting to put some plans together, right? if that resonates with anybody, that could definitely cause an energy shift where you are being told, not go time, but next level. Okay, so what's going on right now is we're in the shadow of maybe starting to move out of this hibernation a little bit. We're not quite there yet, but the energy of coming out is starting to move in. I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was, as we flipped over into like, okay, you're not doing it tomorrow by any stretch of the imagination, but we've sort of entered that period. We're gonna have to start thinking about it. If that resonates with you, that's what that was. Okay, Six of Swords. Swords are mental energy, and the Six is a card of moving away. So this can definitely indicate somebody could move residences. So if that's something that someone's thinking about, that can definitely be an indicator of that. But it can also be way more symbolic, as just a moving away from things that no longer serve you, a moving away from something that no longer resonates with you. And it's a moving towards something good. So when you see this guy show up, and then this position, it's like, what's before you? So this is definitely going to be reality for a lot of people, and it's going to be very important to get to that next step. Right? So if you're feeling this, I've got to physically move a residence, or I've got to move away from an energy. Okay, so that was the shift from some of you. Okay, so I think that this was really, it's a kind of feeling like a little bit of an either or thing. Either you're moving towards the next step in something, or you're moving away from something to get to that next step. Or maybe both. Maybe both could resonate with you. But it's definitely, now say I understand why people are feeling a shift right now, because there's kind of two major next step kind of things, and we've only got 2 cards so far, so let's see what else they have to say. All right, so the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents tradition. He can also represent spirituality, so that's a double-edged little prong there, because a lot of people are going to be breaking away from tradition. Some of it didn't really have a choice. There's a bit of a shakeup going on, but I really think that this is in reference to the people that said, I'm doing something and I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing it. But I've been to this rodeo before. I know when something comes in like this that I'm supposed to do X, Y, or Z, and so I'm doing it, and I'm waiting for it to make sense. I've been getting very strongly for the past like 2-3 weeks. If that resonates with you, if you're one of those folks that some answers are going to start coming soon, and I can tell the cards and the positions that they're in are kind of backing that up. They've gone from like this sort of nebulous space to, okay, we're moving a little bit past that right now. So I definitely do think that some answers are going to come. Any kind of time frame? You going to give me a time frame? No time frame, but there will be additional guidance that'll come. Yeah, well, you've listened this long. Keep going with that. So yeah, I think some additional instruction, some additional, like, just like a feeling. I think this is the right move to, it is. All right, any other messages for the collective on where to go, how to move forward? Page of Cups has been loving me lately. Loving me. Pages are messengers. They're messengers. They can be messages of love. I really get, for some people, it's like it's a love thing. Whatever it is, it's unions. It's all about unions, and it's all about collaborations. And so the people, if you just sort of find yourself in the path of somebody, it's probably a really, I wouldn't be surprised if the Two of Cups shows up, harmonious unions. It can be a love partnership, it can be a friendship, it can be a business partnership, but there's like some clicking together of folks going on right now. So, pay attention to that when it comes up. So when, messages of love is one of the interpretations of this, but it's really just good stuff. So, and it can be things in writing, but what does things in writing mean nowadays? Text message, Facebook. Let's just stick with good messages. And I really, really do get that it's about some collaborative partnerships as well. So just look at the areas of your life where people have mysteriously popped up and you go, wow, that was kind of cool. It's probably something that was supposed to happen And then you've got the Three of Wands. I got this earlier today too. This is like it's a good job, but it's still very much in the early stages of work. But it's sort of got some go energy on it a little bit. This card's sometimes associated with Aries, which you know is very much about starting things in action. And then we've got started with the Three of Pentacles as well. So, you know, we're lined up with the threes. I really do think very soon, and when I say soon, I don't think it's tomorrow. I don't think it's in 6 months somewhere. It's all going to really sort of start to come together. I think it's probably a little closer to tomorrow than 6 months, but not tomorrow, if that makes sense. That you're going to really start to see some details firm up, have the opportunity to firm up some details, get some guidance, get some clarification. Like once everybody comes out of the house, it's going to be a whole lot of catching up. A little bit of information is going to come out when everyone's able to get out and get out of their own living rooms a little bit, I think. So be looking for that. Some of you haven't met this person yet. Maybe you have to get out of your house to do it. If you haven't met them, that might be necessary. But some of you be looking for the person. Some of you be looking for the details. Some of you be looking for the person. And again, this can be a love partnership. This can be friendship. This can be a business partnership. This can just be something that you're doing with somebody else that brings you joy. But be looking for the person. Be looking for the details. Okay, so this is crazy, guys. I did this spread earlier today, and I got the same exact card in the same exact position, and it's the Emperor. He's a major card. He's your boss. He is like the boss man, not your boss like at your job, but well, he could be. But you know, probably not. It's either the energy of that you're bringing into yourself, or a actual person with these characteristics. And I really get that this is to bring some organization to things, right? Really, really kind of take something to the next level, be a voice that says, hey, you know, I think we could do things like this. I really think we could do, I got to clarify you, because you showed up in Goals and Destiny twice in the same day. Okay, makes perfect sense. So the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a little bit of a dark card. Some people love him because he can represent egoic death, which, as we know, can lead to very great things. But it's also like a card of like a lot of loss. And then the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Wands, creative energy, she showed up in my earlier reading today too. She is very much a nurturing kind of person, a comfortable home. Just she has it together. You walk into her house and it's like, all right, you know, I got the fire to get stuff done. I've got great energy, and would you like a piece of pie and a cup of coffee? Because look what I just did. So it's very good to see her show up. She's either going to be a helper, or you're calling in the energy of her. And then this Ace of Pentacles is like new job, new opportunity. Anytime you see a pentacle, I think of this as the new job card. But again, Pentacles is earth energies, it's money. The Ace is the purest embodiment of that. So bringing in that earth energy, I feel like, okay, these are the guides that are going to help us pick up pieces if any of them have fallen, which they have, you know, for a lot of people. So it's really just the people in your life. Is it people, or is it spirit guides? It's all of the above. It's all of the above. It's the tools that you need to turn what's kind of looking like a big old fat cluster right now into something that's going to work out well for you. So don't turn down any assistance right now. I don't know that this, well, you get into trouble when you start saying, oh yeah, I think this is this thing that's happening on planet Earth right now. You get into trouble doing that. So I'll just say any and all help that comes your way, and some of it's going to be very earth, when I say earth, I don't mean dirt. I mean like in this realm, help, because that's all some of you need. It is, you got the rest of it all worked out. Like, just help me deal with this mess right now. So, okay, I think we're good on that one. Current environment, current environment, current environment, current environment. Another one I keep getting today, it's the Seven of Pentacles. This is because like a little bit of a card of apprenticeship. So I got this earlier. Some people have something they've been working on, and they're doing very well with it. They were told, hey, you know, go do this, go do, and you know, it could be, again, it could be hobby, it could be side hustle, it could be job, it could be anything. Like, it's going to fit in where it needs to fit in. But you know, you were told, hey, go work on this, and you're doing very well. But I'm getting like, still, even though we're in the shadow of moving past this, we still have time, right? We still have about 2 more weeks of being sort of locked in, and that's 2 weeks to really hone or do anything that you need to do to get whatever this is to the point that it needs to be at. Some people, they're going to launch something. Some, it's just, when I go back to work, I want to make sure that I've got this to fall back on when I come home, because this makes me happy. This makes me return to myself. This makes me remember this time in my life when I did all these things. It's like this good, warm, fuzzy feeling. You just want to get it to that point that it's in maintenance phase when life resumes. I think that's a good way to put it. Get whatever it is you got to get done into maintenance phase, or to where you're just kind of taking it at your own pace from there. So it's just saying sort of, hey, we're still in this time, so still use this time, right? More Pentacles. Guys. I think this is, it's so funny. It's not funny. This is kind of a mess right now, right? So, and I'm asking for guidance, and I keep getting Pentacles and Earth energy. You know, they've got to be like, bless these people's hearts. Let's go help them. This is a mess. So a little bit of, this card is literally loss of money, which a lot of people are dealing with right now. It also can represent loss of faith. And I think, you know, a lot of people are a little guilty right now of thinking this is a mess. Like, this is, thank you. So there is a huge manifestation energy right now going on over what a lot of you are trying to create. And in order to manifest, in order to create, you have to be in your highest vibration. You can't be at some of these lower frequencies and manifest. It just doesn't work. So it's important to keep that vibration high so that you can take advantage of these manifestation opportunities. Okay, that's what it was. That's what don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. I got some mean folks. And so there's so much energy, that computer running in the background right now that we talked about. There's so much energy to help you universally right now. And then there's a lot of shit too. So if you focus on the shit, you can lower your vibration, and then you can't manifest. So, okay, that's exactly what that is. Thank you so much, guys. So everybody, do your yoga, do your meditation, be in nature, do whatever you do to maintain your happiness and your joy, because that's where all this is going to come from. That's how these folks are going to come in and help you move you past this. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so a lot of people are just feeling like super burdened right now. You know, guilty, I'm not immune. So they go, yeah, that's for you too. So, you know, again, just know that all of these things are potential. They are potential that's waiting. It's there. A lot of this is already done. A lot of these decisions are already made. So we just have to wait for it to, we just have to wait for it to play out, manifest it, receive. Those moments that you have, I've heard this from a lot of people, where they might be running, they might be in the park, they might be one that's swimming in the Gulf now, but see, there I go. That's a perfect example. So slash that. So I've heard from people that they're running, they're outside and they're in the sun and they just get like super, super, super joyful all of a sudden and they don't know why. Stick with that. Stick with that. Anytime you can, whatever you do to capture that feeling, just capture that feeling and then just sort of, you know, one day at a time until we get to the other side of this. And again, they're not going to tell me the punchline yet. One of these days they will. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out for our final read here. Okay, so we've got, I thought I got that one earlier. Oh no, that was earlier today. Okay, yeah, I got this one earlier today. So the 8 of Cups, that's Scorpio energy. That's moving away from things that no longer serve you. It can seem a little sad. I don't know why I keep showing you guys pictures of these minors without, or cards without pictures on them, but anyway, it's 8 of Cups, and that's moving away from things that don't serve you. It's moving towards something better. The Hanged Man wanted to come with it as well. It's a major arcana card. This can represent sacrifice, right? Sacrifice. So a lot of times it's a sacrifice for someone. In this case, it's sacrificing something. It's sacrificing something. That could be different from everybody. It could be a habit that you've got to let go. It could be a person that you've got to let go. It could be a job that you've got to let go. But I feel like most people that this is going to be the case for them, they already sort of know this is coming and maybe have a little bit of a sense of peace about it. Hopefully. But yeah, there's definitely, I keep getting this, so there's definitely some stuff that's going to have to go. But, you know, these are all things that are, in the end, going to get you on the path to get here. So, you know, I got this earlier, and I'll share with this and then just ask for any final messages before we close, that I got earlier that we're going to have to be very accepting of things as they pop up. And, like, radically accept things that we're told, okay, this is how it's going to have to be for now, because there's going to be some things that happen very rapidly, and going with the flow is going to be very important. So any final messages before we close for the collective on how to navigate this energy shift? Any final messages? Knight of Wands, I like that. Perfect. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, Knights are things going in, coming out. The Wands, it's that fire creative energy. This is not a slow paced kind of energy of coming and going. So the Fool, this is our guy, I mentioned him earlier. He's going on a fabulous journey, and he's maybe not like entirely thinking it through, which it kind of fits because we haven't really gotten a whole lot of concrete guidance on anything right now. We've been getting guidance on what to do right now, but no one has told us the punchline. And I don't really think anybody knows. So we really don't have any choice but to be on the Fool's journey right now, unless we just want to sit and be stagnated. And I'm not getting that anybody really wants that. And then lastly, the Ace of Cups. Aces are, like I mentioned earlier, the purest embodiment of the suit. Your cups are your hearts, your feelings. So whatever it is everybody does, okay, that's the common thread. That's what ties all this together. Whatever anybody does, whether it's a hobby, a new partnership, a new career, whatever the new is that everyone's doing, the common thread that ties it all together is that it's coming from heart space. So it's automatically going to be good. That's new job. So for those of you new job people, just know that this is not going to be a job that's maybe going to make you feel like some of the ones in the past were. If it's a new relationship, it probably has quite a lot of potential to be very good. So just very good energy of creation over whatever you guys are working on right now, because it's coming from the innocence of someone starting a journey and starting it for the right reasons. So Thanks, everybody. When I get any more information, I'll throw it out there. And I hope everybody has a good night, stays well, and stays happy. Talk soon. Bye, guys.